Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel and my next pregnancy update. I haven't done an update in it's been over a month, I know, and I was waiting to do my 8 to 12 week update until I saw baby and had my appointment. We had that on Friday, so I'm doing it will be 8 weeks to 13 weeks update, and a lot has gone on over the last 8 weeks. I feel like in the last video, my last update, I was talking about how I wasn't feeling good and how I was like nauseous all the time and horribly exhausted. I'm finally feeling like myself again, as you can tell. Like, I have my energy back for the most part. I am not nauseous anymore, but there are other symptoms that I'm experiencing that are definitely pregnancy symptoms. Like I said, we had our 12 week and we were actually like 13 in like 3 days along when we had our last appointment, and baby looked amazing. It was bouncing around in there. It was like spinning even, and its heart rate was 159. So it was just like such a breath of fresh air to see baby in there and just like bouncing around and so healthy. And she said everything looked amazing. I am still taking progesterone as a suppository, and I'll have that until probably through this week through week 14. And then I'm done with that. And then it's just me and baby and God keeping it alive. So that's kind of scary and kind of exciting at the same time, since with Grayson I had I was doing what was it called? Laurricks injections throughout my whole pregnancy. So this time I won't be doing that. So prayers that everything works out, and I know God is totally looking out for us. So a little bit about what's going on. So like I said, I finally got my energy back. I have notes because there were so many things that were changing over the last literally 5 weeks, you guys. So I definitely have my energy back, which has been so nice. I know, especially with having a toddler home, it was so hard to want to do things with him when I was so exhausted. So I finally have my energy back. I do some days hit a wall around 4 or 5 where I just have no motivation. That's starting to change a little bit as I keep getting further into the second trimester. I have a feeling that's going to keep changing. I don't have to take a nap anymore. I think in the last video I said I was having to nap all the time when I laid Grayson down for a nap. I do not have to nap, which has been so nice because I can get so much work done. I also have been getting up the last week and a half. I've been getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've been able to get a lot of work done then too. So that's been nice. Sleep though has been hit or miss. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last vlog, but my hips, if I don't sleep with something in my hips, they fall asleep at night. So I have to I feel like I'm constantly rotating and tossing and turning. So I don't know how good of a sleep I get. And I'm constantly having to do that. There was a couple weeks where I was waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and having a hard time getting back to sleep and just sleeping super lightly. So that's starting to change a little bit, but that was going on in a couple weeks ago. I did order a pregnancy pillow, and I've been sleeping with that for the last 2 nights, and that's helped in the sense where it's not so much work to flip over. Before I was just having a pillow in between my legs, and that was a lot of work. Not a lot of work. It was just annoying when I would flip sides, because I would have to flip the pillow through the blankets and get it situated on the other side, which now I can just flip back and forth in between my pillow because I got a U-shaped one. So it's just all around me, which has been really awesome and actually super comfy. I didn't know how I was going to sleeping on a pillow that was that big, but I actually don't mind it. So I'm glad that's working out for me. With this pregnancy, I've noticed I've been having acne, and I did not have that with Grayson. It could be a combination of I have been having yogurt, and dairy causes me to break out. But before I started having yogurt, from weeks 8 to 10, I would just say the last week I've been having yogurt, but from weeks 8 to 10, I was getting acne for no reason. So I don't know if that's hormone related or what's the deal with that, but I never really had I never had pregnancy acne when I was pregnant with Grayson. So that's something that's new. I'm still out of breath, obviously going up the stairs, if I'm running around a lot, I'm still out of breath. I feel like that's never gonna go away until you're not pregnant anymore. I have noticed I've been getting round ligament pains already, which sometimes I get them just from sitting, and like I feel like little pinches kind of in like the V of my like abdomen. Also, I get them if I like twist or turn too quickly. I feel the round ligament pains already, which is crazy because I don't remember ever feeling those with Grayson until like well into my second trimester. So that's crazy. I feel like today I completely popped, but in the last like couple weeks, I've been like super bloated. This last couple days, I feel like I've officially like popped already, which is insane because I'm not even a full 14 weeks yet. But you definitely can tell I'm pregnant, and like I'm constantly bloated all the time. I wake up bloated, I go to sleep bloated. So baby is definitely growing in there. I know baby, I think, is the size of a peach right now, and it's like 3.5 inches, I think is what my app said. So it's definitely growing. I have still been working out, and I've been working out 4 to 5 days a week. My workouts right now are cardio-based workouts, and they're like 20 minutes long only a day. So I am working out mostly 5 days a week, and then maybe doing like a yoga, stretching, prenatal yoga on the weekends. But my workouts are not longer than 30 minutes, so I am getting those in every single day, which feels really good to like be in that routine. And I do notice that the days I don't get my workouts in are the days I'm more exhausted and have less motivation. So there's something linked there for any of you who struggle with motivation and energy. Work out. It might help you earlier in the day. So that's I've noticed. Cravings. The biggest 2 cravings I've been having are hot fudge sundaes from Dairy Queen with marshmallow sauce. That literally I could have every single day. I haven't, but I crave it every single day. And this is so bad, but like breakfast sandwiches, like egg, sausage, cheese, breakfast sandwiches from Starbucks or like from any breakfast place. Not made from home, bought from a store. So not good, but so good. So I'll treat myself every once in a while if I'm uptown and starving. I'll treat myself to one of those. Those have been my 2 like biggest pregnancy cravings that were totally different than Grayson's. Also, some things that like I was craving for a while that I'm not craving anymore was the quinoa salad from Costco. I had that for a long time, for a couple weeks. And then another thing that we've just been having is like every morning, me and Grayson have been having oatmeal with peanut butter and bananas every morning, and avocado toast like every day for lunch. Those aren't necessarily like cravings, but they're things that like we've been eating every single day and I haven't gotten sick of, thank goodness. I know with Grayson, I couldn't do eggs, so I'm like thanking God and praising God that I can still do eggs because it's been like a saving grace for me. Chicken I cannot do. That's been like the one. Chicken and coffee are the 2 things I am still having like big aversions to. Like even thinking about them makes me feel nauseous a little bit. So those are 2 food aversions I've been having. And sometimes even just like if I'm in a mood where like I know I need to eat, but I still get in these like funks where like I know I need to eat, but nothing sounds good. And like just thinking about food makes me feel nauseous. So I still get in those like every once in a while, which kind of sucks because it's like I know I need to eat, but nothing sounds good. And then I feel nauseous thinking about food. Like that's still happening, which kind of stinks because it makes it hard wanting to eat. So there's that. I'm still loving and eating and drinking my Shakeology, my chocolate vegan Shakeology, which with Grayson, by this point, I was not able to eat or drink. So that's been amazing being able to have that still. Let's see what else. Caffeine. The only caffeine I've really been having since I haven't been loving coffee is my pre-workout Energize. And I don't know if I've talked about this on here before, but it's like an all-natural based pre-workout and there's only like 5 or 6 ingredients in it. So it's totally safe for pregnancy and for nursing. So that's something I probably will never give up because it actually gives me a better long-lasting energy than coffee does. And I kind of like start my day with that after I have water. So that's been a huge help to just keep me like going throughout the day. I'm still having to eat every like 2 hours is like my max. Some days I can go 3 if I've had a really big meal, but it's usually like every 2 hours I'm hungry, which would explain the weight gain that I've had so far this pregnancy. My whole first trimester, I've gained 5 pounds, which is crazy because with Grayson, I didn't gain anything my first trimester because I was so sick and I could not keep food down. Where this pregnancy has been so different. Baby is craving carbs like a crazy person, and I'm eating every 2 hours. So totally explains the weight gain. And I'm not worried about it because I'm like working out and I'm healthy, and a lot of the food I'm eating now is healthy food. It's not like I'm binging on crap food. So a lot of it's healthy. It's just more carbs than, you know, you would probably normally eat, which whatever, I'm fine with. And I know, you know, like once I get further into the pregnancy, everything will kind of like level out. So I'm not too worried about that, but I noticed that at my last appointment, I was like, dang, I've gained 5 pounds since the last time I was here, which was like 4 weeks. I need to lay off the carbs, I think. Or baby needs to lay off the carbs. I am taking a prenatal this pregnancy. I should have brought it, but I don't. It's like a chewy prenatal, and I don't know if I will take it next, like when I run out. I might take just a pill. I don't think I'm that big of a fan of the like gummy prenatals. I thought I would be, but I don't think I really am. So I might switch that up and do a different prenatal. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I would prefer like a super clean prenatal. So that's something that I need to look into. And I know some of my girlfriends have some good ones too that I'll probably try and share with you guys if you want to know about that. What else? Grayson is already in love with baby. He understands the concept. That's a question I get asked a lot, if Grayson understands that there's a baby in my belly, and he totally does. I don't know if he understands that it's like a legit baby and it's like growing, but he knows that there's a baby in my belly. And if you ask him like, where's the baby? He'll point to mommy and he'll say, Mom, in mommy's belly. So he definitely knows there's a baby in there, which is like the sweetest thing. And he's like giving it hugs and kisses. It's so like, it literally melts my heart. And I think that's the one thing I'm like most excited for about this pregnancy, is just watching Grayson become a big brother and like seeing how that transition happens, because I truly believe he's going to be like an amazing big brother. And I have this feeling, we don't know the gender yet, but I have this feeling, and I like can see him being like such a good big brother to a little sister. So we don't know yet. We don't find out until the end of March, which will probably be, I'll probably do another update by then, but we won't find out the gender until the end of March, and we'll probably do a gender reveal something. So we don't know, but I kind of feel like it's a girl because it's a lot different than my pregnancy with Grayson, which I know a lot of people have said like every pregnancy they have is always so different. So who knows? It could totally be a boy too. But I just have this like vision of like Grayson being an amazing big brother to a little girl. So prayers, it's a little girl. Other than that, I'm already showing. Did I tell you guys that? I will show you my bump. And because I don't think I did last update because I wasn't really showing, but this time I am like showing. You can definitely see. I'm not so much like full belly showing, but you definitely can see like my lower abdomen is popped. So I'll show you guys that. Otherwise, that's an update. So we are officially like, tomorrow is 14 weeks, I believe, which means we're almost into week 15, I think is how it goes, right? I don't know, 14 weeks tomorrow. So we're into the second trimester, praise Jesus. So here is my belly update, my belly, whatever you want to call it. So let's see if I can get closer. You can't really tell, this is awkward. You can kind of tell from the front, but I'm definitely like, there. You totally can tell. Like I'm just very crowned down here. And I feel like this morning I definitely have popped. So I have officially popped, and that is my update from week 8 to 13, almost 14 weeks. I will come back to you guys at the end of, I'll have another one in 4 weeks after we see our doctor at the end of February. So I'll have another update for you guys then. But otherwise, thank you for watching my channel. Like and subscribe if you like seeing these updates. If you want to keep seeing updates, let me know. If you guys have any questions, you can comment down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.